earlier this week, I interviewed some very interesting individuals. And there is an interesting event happening down at the New Hall, right here, Old Town New Hall, at the Main, March 9th. That's tomorrow. And I'm going to need you to open your third eye right now. Tickets are available right now. An evening with Spirit featuring 3 award-winning psychic mediums, Kathrine Glass, Jill M. Jackson, and Inanna Draper. So if you've ever been curious about how this whole process works, this is kind of your chance. And in studio with me, I have one of the mediums, Kathrine Glass. Welcome. Thank you for being here. How you doing?
Thank you, Menji. It's great to be here. Good morning, Santa Clarita.
So I'm going to start off strong, and I have a question here. Ouija boards. What are your opinions? Are they a toy? Are they a tool? Should my friends be right to be scared, not to want to play it with me?
Ouija boards, in my opinion, are a tool. It's just you can connect with the spirit realm without any tools. You just need your mind and your intention. Ouija boards, in my opinion, if you don't really know what you're doing with your consciousness, it can open up like a highway of energy, and it can attract unwanted energies that you don't want to talk to. And that's why they're called dangerous, sinful, etc., because you're kind of going into a wild territory, unknown, astral level, welcoming whoever is around. And if you're not trained in a way or understand what your intention is energetically, if I were going to play with a Ouija board, I would definitely call in archangels, Christ consciousness, higher vibration, love, protection, Divine Mother, Mother Mary, whatever you resonate with, to give me the highest connection if I'm going to play with this.
Okay, so definitely have a professional. If you're not going to have a professional, you're kind of risking it a little bit here.
A little bit. It's like, in my opinion, yeah.
So I could only assume that this event that you guys are having down at the Main is kind of like a big demonstration of what you guys do, like on a personal basis, one-on-one. But it's going to be all 3 of you. So what can somebody expect to see at this event?
Likely, we are going to each individually take the stage for a period of time and bring through what we perceive and connect from communication with loved ones on the other side and throw it out to the audience and see who can resonate with it. For example, I have a gentleman here in spirit. I know he passes in his mid-80s. He's telling me he passed of a heart attack. He is from the local area. I know he's the father of someone here tonight. You'd start with something like that. Maybe, 10 hands will go up. Hopefully, the fewer hands that go up, the better, because that means the medium is very specific and we're getting right to the message for the person. And then the medium's job is to sort out more details from the communicator to get the right recipient. The only thing that's really far out about this system when you do a group is that, and we explain this when we start the event, is that if you hear a message that that was for me, I know that was my dad, but the medium went with that other lady, take the message anyway, because spirit no longer has physical form, so they aren't limited. Consciousness is a giant energy, right? And so that consciousness can still come through to the medium in like a piggyback way. So, Menji, if I were giving someone else next to you a message, but you said everything she said made sense to me, that was my dad, then take it as love from your dad. Because not everyone is going to get a personal connection from the 3 mediums in an hour-and-a-half evening. So, they have to understand that it's possible. I'm not saying make it fit for you, but it is possible that you will feel and sense that was your loved one around speaking with you through that message to someone else.
Wow,
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm picking up on that. I'm smelling what you're stepping
You feeling me?
I think.
You feeling me?
I'm picking up the vibes, I think. We're talking to Kathrine Glass. She is one of 3 psychic mediums that are going to be holding an event down at the Main for Evening with Spirit. I have to ask, is there a way that you kind of prepare yourself before you go in and you start doing this? How do you even prepare?
Yes. Well, it's important for me personally, every medium works differently. I dance and I get my energy up. You have to have your energy high. Like a hummingbird's wings vibrate so fast you can't see them. And that's how the spirit vibrates. So I have to lift my energy up and be really open and high, happy in my heart, not high, but high vibrational.
Right.
And to feel connected, I'm like the conduit in between the higher vibration frequency of spirit and the slower vibrating frequency of physical realm. And then my job is to be the extension cord or the antenna, or our jobs, the three mediums, to do this. And sometimes two mediums will work together and link with one spirit to bring through information. That may or may not happen. I don't know. But the whole point I just want to get out to say, please don't be fearful. This is about love and connection and helping grieving people.
See, that was going to be kind of the next thing I wanted to touch on, because I'm sure being in this kind of field, you get some skeptics, you get some
Sure.
critics. How do you even handle that?
I say skepticism is healthy and I think smart. Cynicism is harder to work with. If you're like crossing your arms and legs and going, prove it, and you're shut down,
Right.
it's a little harder. But you know what's funny, Menji? What happens is when I often will do group events, it's usually the biggest cynic or skeptic in the room that gets the first message. And often it will blow them away because I will bring through things that there's no way I could have known.
I almost feel like in a way that kind of like closed offness is like kind of invigorating their own kind of like energy or their aura in a sense where it's like they're kind of projecting. They're almost setting themselves up.
In a way, yeah. Like, look at me, I'm skeptic, and spirit goes, hey, I want to talk to you.
So who would you actually recommend this event for? Somebody that's looking for a message, or, a skeptic that kind of wants to believe, or someone that's completely open-minded?
All of the above. Very well said.
All of the above. So I'm going to mention this one more time here. Evening with Spirit. It's happening down at the Main tomorrow night at 7 p.m. You can get tickets right now if you go to tickettailor.com. Just search up An Evening with Spirit. It'll pop up. You got different types of tickets. What? Because I see here that there is a VIP, there's a meet and greet.
Yes, there's 3 tiers, I believe. So one is the VIPs sold out, and they are in the first couple of rows, and they stay the longest and meet with us, and they get a little longer time with us. And the meet and greet, they get to meet us after the event, and then the third tier is, I think they're done, and they get ushered out, and we finish with the others. Something like that.
Amazing. So the VIP is completely sold out. That's awesome.
Yeah, they're getting a signed copy of our books and stuff. Me and
So
Joe.
I'm sorry if you wanted to be in the spiritual splash zone. That's completely
Everyone
off.
gets it. Listen, way in the back sometimes get the most messages. So just come out and have an evening of laughter and tears, and it can be very funny. It's a beautiful, moving event. And the reason we do it publicly as a demonstration is so that others can witness and see, even if they don't get a message personally, you can witness and see the demonstration of how life goes on after the physical world. That's the reason we do this. We are the messengers for the spirit realm to get through to their loved ones and say, hey, I'm okay. I really am okay. And I love you.
Katherine, I could talk to you all day about this, strange world, because I'm so very interested. But I've enjoyed our time that we've had. I'm going to mention this one more time here. Evening with Spirits happening tomorrow night, 7 p.m. down at the Main. You can get your tickets now. Go to tickettailor.com, search up An Evening with Spirit. They'll pop up 3 award-winning psychic mediums. All right, I'm going to toss it back to Joe and Sonia. Stay tuned here on KHTS AM 1220, FM 98.1.